right, good morning, everybody. So we got what we call the hero run. JT can't be with us. Oh, look at that. Wow. It's gonna be an awesome day. So we're running a little 5K out here, hero run. It's gonna be good. JT can't be with us again today because he's under the weather a little bit. Wow. All right, we're gonna get after this, have some fun. Yes, so we got a memorial here starting us right off.
Yeah, it's just. Are we gonna pass it on? It's on Prior Street.
That's a cool race. You got all types of runners, walkers, ruckers, all types of things. Look at this, all types of memorials.
Welcome everyone to the 9/11 Heroes Run. Welcome everyone to the 9/11 Heroes Run open ceremony. We have a great turnout. We are so thankful for the weather. It was a bleak weather report earlier in the week, and I'll be honest, I have prayed and prayed and prayed, and God has answered our prayer, and we have got some wonderful weather, and I'm so thankful for that. So today we're going to take a moment to remember and honor the heroes of September 11th and the wars since that day. That day was unlike any other day if you were actually alive, and remember that day and how that day changed our world. I remember watching in disbelief when the first tower was hit, and then the second tower, then the Pentagon, and then finally the crash of United Flight 93 in Pennsylvania. But it was also a day when ordinary men became heroes. Ordinary men like Todd Beamer on Flight 93, whose last words that we all remember when they were getting ready to save that plane, because we didn't know where that plane was going to go, but they saved it, when he said, "Let's roll." September 11th brought us together as Americans and reminded us that in darkness we shine brightest. It also reminds me of the words of Travis Manion and the foundation, the words that we all know. If not me, then who? And those are the words and the reason why we're all here today. And I thank you all for coming out today. And we're so appreciative. The Travis Manion Foundation is so appreciative of all of you guys being here today. And we're also so appreciative of our local presenting sponsor. If you haven't seen all the green shirts, you should be seeing them all in the crowd. That's our local presenting sponsor, Bank Independent. And on behalf of Bank Independent today, Hallie Malden, their community engagement leader, is here, and she's going to be speaking a words on behalf of the Travis Foundation. Hallie?
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Bank Independent and the Travis Manion Foundation, we really appreciate y'all coming out on this semi-beautiful morning. I'm going to read a letter from the Travis Manion Foundation. Welcome to the 2022 9/11 Heroes Run. It's so wonderful to see y'all out here together to run. As many of you already know, this event is so much more than a race. Today we honor the legacies of those who served, who have gone before us and paved the way for those who will come after. We run, walk, and ruck with 60,000 fellow Spartans in over 90 different locations throughout the country and around the world. 9/11 Heroes Run also serve as a gathering place for veterans, families of the fallen, service members, and inspired civilians to unite as we did in the aftermath of the attacks on September 11th, 2001, when we came together to rebuild and fight back. More than 2 decades ago, when tragedy struck, our attackers aimed to devastate our nation. Our country lost nearly 3,000 American lives that day, including heroes from our first responders and law enforcement communities. Instead of devastating our nation, they only strengthened it. Doctors, farmers, teachers, business professionals, college students, and thousands more answered the call to serve, altering the trajectory of their lives to put on a uniform. Our mission to remember that terrible day and the sacrifice and the war since is critical. In remembering, we ensure that the legacies of our heroes live on. Thousands of those same men and women who stepped up to serve in the wake of 9/11 now serve with the Travis Manion Foundation, continuing to make a difference in their communities and among future generations. With that in mind, we challenge you this morning to think about your own calling. How will you honor those heroes? We may not all be called to a life of military or public service, but as Americans, we are all called to serve. And this country needs leaders of integrity and character just as much now as ever. Let's serve one another, serve our communities, and take the initiative to serve whatever needs we see in daily life. If not me, then who? This is what it means to be a member of the Travis Manion Foundation. This is what it means to be a Spartan. We're proud to have you with us this morning, and we encourage you to stay involved with the Travis Manion Foundation. You can learn more at their website, travismanion.org. Thank you for being here this morning and a part of the 2022 Travis Manion Foundation 9/11 Heroes Run. God bless you. God bless all of those who protect us in the community and around the world, and God bless America. Thank you.
Let us take a minute this morning to have a brief moment of silence to remember those that have given so much to our country and all of us around the world. One of our guests of honor today, Thad Forrester was born and raised in Haleyville, Alabama to Ray and Pat Forrester. He is the fourth of 5 children. When his younger brother Mark was KIA in Afghanistan in 2010, he felt a burning desire to first and foremost preserve his legacy for his family. Secondly, he wanted to share Mark's example of commitment, integrity, and patriotism for the world. For these reasons, he wrote his first and only book, My Brother in Arms, The Exceptional Life of Mark Andrew Forrester, United States Air Force Combat Controller. It is my pleasure to introduce someone that I consider a true friend and someone that is really one of the most humble people I know, and someone that serves with just true grace, and someone that I can't wait for you to hear his testimony. It's my pleasure to welcome Thad Forrester.
Good morning. On September 29th, 2010, 2 uniformed Air Force combat controllers knocked on my door in Tuscaloosa. They said that they knew my little brother and asked if they could come in. At the same time, different uniformed Air Force combat controllers and some others knocked on my parents' door over in Haleyville, Alabama. And simultaneously, in a coordinated effort, they notified us that my little brother and my parents' youngest son had been killed in action earlier that day in Afghanistan in an intense close-range firefight. My little brother Mark was like probably many people here today, and many that we know, he was angered by the attacks of 9/11, and he wanted to do his part to fight terrorism and to preserve freedom and liberty. Mark was a 20-year-old missionary in California when 9/11 happened, and he made the decision then and there that he would join the military to take the fight to the enemy. He finished his mission, he went to college, finished college, and then he enlisted in the Air Force as a combat controller because he felt like that enlistment would allow him the greatest opportunities to engage with the enemy in the most deadly way possible. On September, if you remember President Bush speaking to us that night, September 11th, 2001, one thing he said was, America was attacked because we are the greatest example of freedom and opportunity in the world, and we will not let that light be dimmed.
All right, here we go. I'm not gonna record this whole thing, but let's have some fun. All right, let's go past them folks. Way to go, guys! Oh, you gotta love this race. All types of people in it. The ruckers out there. Look at this fireman coming in. Look at him. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Good job, good job. Awesome. Oh, same size as ages. Walking, running. This is good stuff. Let's go. Yes. All right, thanks for watching. God bless America. Yeah, this is great stuff.